And now, the president of Apple, Steve Jobs.
Hello, everyone. I'm here to announce a new product that will once again revolutionize the way we use our phones and tablet devices. Let's hear it for our volunteers. These 3 people have agreed to be brought here, handcuffed to these beds, and become the prototype of our first truly interface device.
The first what?
They have actually agreed to be surgically altered. Their lips will be removed, and they will be sewn together mouth to anus.
What?
You agreed to this, mouth to anus, so that the feces from the gastral tract from one will enter the mouth of the little boy, and he agreed this was okay, enter the mouth of the little boy, leading through his anus to the mouth of the female, who completely agreed, they all agreed, which will then go to a tablet device, making a product that is part human and part centipede and part web browser and part emailing device. I give you the human centipede.
Picture this, Alex.
Uh-huh.
A human centipede with AJ, Big Justice, and
no,
the Rizzler.
No.
That's right, baby.
No. They're children, Ben.
I don't
Children.
care. I don't care.
How's I guess the Rizzler has to be up front so he could keep doing his trademark face. He's he's mewing.
Oh, boy, Alex. Baby, what a bad movie. I don't know. What are we doing? Oh, yeah, right.
Happy
Sorry.
Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween.
It's spooky season, bitches.
Ooh. So we're I'm going to be honest. I can't not be honest. We're banking them up. So we're not in Halloween.
It is not spooky season.
We're not in Halloween town.
It's the dead of summer.
It's not the dead of summer. It's the end of summer.
it's mid-July. We're on a beach.
No. I'll tell you exactly what day it is. It's Labor Day. It's literally Labor Day.
Yeah.
And we are performing labor. Neither of us have to work today at our regular jobs, but we are performing labor with this podcast.
Labor of love.
Emotional labor.
Emotional
to keep all of you listeners from offing yourselves. we know that things are pretty tenuous these days.
Yeah,
your grip on reality is slipping, and this is one of the only things that keeps you grounded, and that's great.
Yeah,
because that's the same for us.
I was noticing some really distressing signs in Jordan's behavior. I'm worried about that guy.
It's cool. All of our guests, Catherine not liking 300, Rise of an Empire, I mean, that does make sense, I guess. But still, anyway, let's pretend that it's October. Let's pretend I already went to VIF and it was great.
Yeah. What was the highlight of your trip?
I got to meet Benedict Cumberbatch.
Whoa.
Yeah, and he said, blimey, I'll put you in my next film.
Yeah.
And
it's a Doctor Strange movie.
It is a Doctor Strange movie, yeah. I'm going to be playing Nurse Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a male nurse. And I'll be assisting Dr. Strange in his strange medical procedures, such as sewing 3 people together ass to mouth.
That'd be funny.
Dr. Strange is just a human centipede, a kind of a secret human centipede, covert centipede movie.
There's a scene where he shows up in Peter Parker's room, and he does
the spinning
portal,
the spinning portal,
and he's like, Peter, you need to come with me. It's an emergency. And he takes Peter through the portal, and they're in a different universe where he's put Tony Stark, Captain America, and Shang-Chi in a human centipede. And Peter's just like, what is this, Doctor Strange?
It's actually not Shang-Chi.
Shut up, Peter.
It's in universe Simu Liu, the actor who plays Shang-Chi,
right?
Who is the only one who agreed to do it voluntarily. Sign me up. Yeah, put me in, coach. Yeah. Just happy to be here.
Yeah. How much money do I get for this?
You're paid in shit.
Google Pixel.
Google Pixel. Oh my God, those ads. Oh, killing me.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's funny.
Doctor Strange transporting Peter Parker to a perverse human centipede world that he just basks in.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, listen, I can't turn anything down. This is kind of like, You hear about actors in Hollywood, whatever. There's that window. There's that little window where it happens or it doesn't happen, and you gotta grab life by the balls.
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
grab the bull by the horns, which is part of my family name. Part of my family legacy.
Of course.
Yeah.
You got to grab the Bafumos by the double chunk chocolate cookie.
Yeah, you got. As they often say, you got to grab the Bafumos, the Zaboomafooms. You got to wring Zaboomafum's neck.
Yeah.
There's
Shitty
one
little lemur.
There's one lemur standing between you and Hollywood fame.
Wring its neck.
You got to wring its neck.
Pick him up and give them one of those flicks where how they kill rabbits really quickly.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I know how to do that.
Yeah?
I summered in the French countryside, and I learned from an old Frenchman named Gustave how to wring a rabbit's neck with a flick. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember that summer you went away to the French
I
countryside.
wrote you letters, yeah.
Yeah, because we couldn't record Wayne's World. You were like, sorry, I can't do this till I get back from the French countryside.
Yeah, if you remember, I wrote a lot of correspondences that Alex read in a French accent on the show.
Extremely flowery language.
Wayne's World, duh.
Today I killed 5 rabbits. Tomorrow I hope to kill 6.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah.
There's that fucking see if there's any evidence that you need that it's not frickin' Halloween time, it's because the air show is still going on. God damn it! I don't know if you listen to Bad Boys for Life, the third Bad Boys for Life. Why didn't we make a Bad Boys 4 Loco joke? Oh my god!
Because what would that have been?
Because what do you mean? We would have said Bad Boys 4 Loco.
Whoa! Marcus and Mike pounding 4 locos.
Yeah, the original American style that had a lot of caffeine and a lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
So dangerous, man.
Crazy combination. I don't think I ever actually had one, but I'm
I don't
not a
know
big
if
energy drink kind of guy. I know
I
you are.
Had 4 Locos.
You're sponsored by Celsius though, which is like.
Yeah.
Isn't that like Logan Paul's energy drink?
No, that's one of the other. Logan Paul is Prime.
Oh.
Celsius is one of the other guys, isn't it? Or is it? Fuck, I don't know. Is it Jake Paul? Do they have? It's one other freak. One other freak of nature.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I sell CS. Right. I'm the spokesperson.
Yeah.
I sell CS.
You sell CS.
I see sell CS and I sell CS.
Bad boy back.
Oh yeah, what the fuck was that again?
I can't remember. Back a baddie boy.
Oh man, we missed it. Why?
Okay.
Talk about grabbing a moment,
Well, that's how you know.
Bad me back boy.
Bad me back boy. Yeah, that was it. I was gonna say that's how you know it doesn't have legs if we can't remember it like 2 hours later.
I remembered it. Bad me back boy. So by this point, Bad me back boy is gonna be like the number 1 viral TikTok trending slogan. And you're going to be sick to death hearing about it. So we are not even going to dwell on that anymore.
It's projected to be one of the most popular Halloween costumes this year is Bad Me Back Boys.
Bad Me Back Boy. Yeah, I can't wait. That's going to be so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no time has passed since Bad Me Back Boy 3 for Life, for Loco.
Wait a minute, but they would have listened to...
You would have listened to the...
Bad Boys... Ride or Die.
4.
Yeah, would have
Life.
Ride for Die.
And and then that's it.
Before this.
So yeah, so I don't know. Certain events happened in that. I don't remember what are we predicting happened?
I don't know. We are tripping through the multiverse right now.
Yeah.
We're going in and out of time.
Yeah.
I think I really liked Bad Boys.
Ride or Die.
Ride or Die.
Yeah, I'm predicting that I thought it was again fine.
Yeah.
And maybe not as good even as For Life.
Maybe.
But also, who knows? I don't
Maybe it's
know.
really good.
I'm also predicting that Tim Waltz will have dropped out of the race when it's discovered that he has the Tetsuo mind powers from Akira, and he keeps blowing people up. He keeps exploding people.
And he is also becoming a giant writhing gooey mass.
Yeah. They tried to hide it. They tried to explain it away. Like, he's just been on too many campaign stops, eating donuts and, shaking hands and like eating at diners and stuff and drive-ins and dives even. And but then no, like he's a swelling, absorbing mass, you know,
And
human flesh.
He
mass.
keeps getting targeted by motorcycle gangs with like laser cannons.
Yeah.
That's
I wish we were doing that movie.
but it's only one.
Yeah, so whatever. We'll watch it in 5 chunks. There, 5 weeks. We could talk about one good movie for 5 weeks instead of this piece of shit. Literally. Glug glug glug. Awful.
I don't think it was that bad.
It's bad. What are you talking
It's
about?
not good, but it's not that bad either.
Maybe it gets worse.
Yeah, that's entirely possible.
Well, I mentioned in that Bad Boys for Life episode that I had watched one other movie that I would say for this episode.
Yes, please.
And indeed, it was, something of a horror film, but something more than that. Something of a crime film, something of a drama. In fact, a distinct genre, a giallo.
Ah.
Giallo. That's how you say it in Italian.
I'm making you a nice giallo.
Giallo.
You want the dark chocolate giallo? Tiramisu giallo?
Yeah. See, you're uncultured, so you can easily confuse giallo and gelato.
There's
when
a
it's
difference?
2 separate things.
No.
You fool. Yeah,
Really?
two completely separate things.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know what giallos are. I'm not gonna explain it to you. This isn't film 101, okay? This is a movie from Mario Bava, Blood and Black Lace, which I think is often considered to be among the first types of gialli. The genre really took off in popularity with Argento's Bird with the Crystal Plumage, and then there was a lot of gialli in the 70s and so on and so forth. This is from the I don't know, 64 maybe it is or whatever.
Wow.
So and a lot of the elements are there, right? Basically like a crime murder thriller where the focus is on perhaps more so weighted towards the murders themselves than the actual police work or whatever else, other procedural elements of it.
Sure.
So very highly elaborately staged, kind of murders, beautiful colors, this is definitely the Professor Frank, the colors, children of the colors, you won't enjoy it as much as I do.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies. And I enjoyed it quite a bit. I haven't meaning to see it. I like Mario Bava a lot. This is one of the big ones I hadn't seen. So yeah, it was cool. It looked beautiful. The kills are obviously not as violent as they would become in some of the later,
Sure.
gialli. They're still they even if it really is just somebody strangling someone to death, the build up is very elaborate. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. And and it's just funny, it's a perfect kind of killer, with the black gloves, the fedora, and this white kind of silk stocking not silk, but this white kind of mesh thing over the face, so it's it looks like a faceless kind of Invisible Man style.
Spooky, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a Mario Bava film way back at the Royal.
Oh yeah, which one?
When that was around. It was the one, is it called Bloody Sunday or Black Sabbath or something?
Yeah, Black Sabbath is one.
Is
and
that the
then
one with the woman with a mask at the beginning? She gets put in an Iron Maiden type mask, and the mask is haunted or something like that.
Yeah, that one is that one. Look that up, but I believe that is Black Sunday, because there's Black Sabbath is the one with Karloff in it.
Oh my God, they're all the goddamn same with this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Black Sunday.
Yeah, Black Sunday. That's one I've seen, and that one's in black and white, right? And
yeah.
That's a really good one too, witchcraft stuff,
It was
And
a lot
yeah,
of fun.
the Iron Maiden mask, right?
Yeah.
Very creepy, She's got all the holes in her and everything.
Yeah. It was fun.
It's good.
It was a fun time. I'd love to see more of his stuff.
Yeah, well, I actually haven't seen Black Sabbath, and apparently that is really good fun. So that would be maybe a good one for the if we do that Halloween movie marathon sometime.
Oh, I
Yeah.
was going to say we should start planning that, but it's not actually spooky season yet.
No, it's not.
It's so early.
Yeah.
But we might as well
pumpkin
lock in a date.
Spice lattes. The leaves falling off the trees.
Changing colors, the colors.
Yes.
The reds, the yellows.
Ben's birthday.
Ben does have a birthday, yeah?
That's right. Thanksgiving. Canadian Thanksgiving.
I'm getting out of the city for that one. Let me tell you that.
Yes. I'm still waiting to hear on the dates of another film festival that Cherub got into.
Super cool.
By this point, we'll know what it is, but
I hope it lines
can't
up
tell you.
with when I'm there so I can finally see it.
It won't.
Okay.
Oh, no, it might. If you're there on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It might.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll just show it to you sometime. I can show you whenever I want.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Do you want me to show you right now?
I'm a bit disturbing movied out.
Yeah, you're right. It's pretty it's harrowing. It's harrowing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. To see someone you know, truly be seen for the first time and loved, you know. It can be devastating.
Yeah.
For lonely people like us.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I can't handle that projected back at me.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can't. Think about me. Think about how
It
long
is
it's been
you.
since I've been on a date.
Oh,
and I'm
God.
watching myself.
I'm watching
like,
myself.
Who's this fat loser? Just kidding.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen anything because
Yeah.
we've become unstuck in time. Like Billy Pilgrim in Slaughterhouse 5.
Yep. Billy Talent. Slaughterhouse 5.
These past episodes have been really like free associative, like, you know, stream of consciousness type stuff.
Yeah, this
is a new method of podcasting.
so
Maybe we've gotten too far ahead that we've just kind of like time's folded in on itself.
No, but we have to keep forging ahead, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree.
We have to keep forging.
We're forgers now.
Yeah. So, okay, we watched it's what are we going to do for Halloween? You know, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. There are all these great classic boogeymen that we could have had on the show, you know?
Yeah.
And we're going to do those eventually because I like all those. I think those are fun franchises. Those
Sure.
are, yeah. You know, Chucky and Pinhead and...
oh, yeah. You know, I love Hellraiser. Jigsaw. Wait,
Jigsaw.
fuck.
Oh, we did Jigsaw, right. Oh, the Xenomorph. Oh, no, we just did that.
Yeah, crap. Another thumbnail character. Check.
What about...
Dracula.
Dracula, Frankenstein,
The Mummy.
The Creature from the Black Lagoon, Jekyll and Hyde, The Phantom of the Opera,
Eric Roberts.
Eric Roberts, yeah, any number of Eric Roberts films.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's in so many movies.
An upsetting presence.
Yeah. Julia Roberts,
Ooh,
Emma Roberts.
Spooky.
They don't speak to each other anymore. So many ghouls and ghastly people and so on.
Villains
we could be doing.
and
Villains
baddies.
Hannibal, the late great Hannibal Lecter.
Right. Wait, who died?
Sorry, who? What did you say?
The late great Hannibal Lecter?
The late great Hannibal Lecter. Yeah, you don't remember that when Trump said that?
No.
Alex isn't really a politics guy. He's not really plugged into the important political issues of the day, such as the late great Hannibal Lecter.
Apolitical, you know. I'm just kind of like, why can't we all just get along?
Yeah,
like,
right?
I don't even see
right wing,
divisions.
left wing, chicken wing.
Yeah.
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 Right?
Chicken
That'd be
wing.
good right about now. We did get pizza. We should have got wings too, right?
Yeah,
Think
fuck.
about that.
Instead, I literally got this thing of cheesy bread that we haven't touched.
Yeah, well, it's just, here's the thing: when you buy the cheesy bread and the pizza, you know the pizza is cheesy bread, is it not?
I fucked up.
Is it not, Alex?
You're right.
Yeah. Thank you for making this coffee.
Yeah, no
In
problem.
The Rick and Morty mug.
In your favorite mug.
I'm the Rizzler, Morty. I'm the Rizzler, right? That's all it is. Oh God.
You know, speaking of mewing like the Rizzler,
Yes.
the star of the Human Centipede, Dieter Laser,
Yes.
as the mad scientist, he looks like he mews. Like his jawline
Oh, yeah.
is sharp. Like he has been looks-maxing in the
Yes.
forests of Bavaria.
Yes.
Like you could peel a potato on his chin.
Oh,
like it's,
very much so. Yeah.
He's a very severe-looking man.
Yeah. Dieter Laser, Tom Six. Right?
Tom Six.
What happened to Tom 1 through 5? We don't know.
Missed out on
We
those.
missed out.
We skipped all the way
Tom
to 6.
Six, the writer director, the real creative voice behind this whole series.
Yeah.
We are doing another series where it is 3 films written and directed by, like one creative voice,
A cohesive vision.
and that's exciting.
It was exciting.
But no credit in the film more exciting than cinematography by Goof de Koning.
Yeah.
Goof. First name Goof de Koning.
The credits in this movie were incredible.
Yeah.
Because in the end credits, I spotted a woman named Monica Iconica.
That's so great.
That sounds
What
like
did
a
she do?
pop
Do you
star.
remember what she did?
No, I wish I caught it, but I was just so caught off guard by Monica Iconica.
Petey, Google Monica Iconica. Petey is our new producer here.
Hey guys, I'm Petey. Happy to be part of the team.
Hi ho!
What was there? There's Sleepy and Snotty and Grumpy and Petey.
And Petey. Yeah, Snotty.
I don't know. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Snooty.
You better believe I'm not going to see that remake.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to be there opening night.
Better with the Songbirds and Snakes girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's great. Good for her. I'm excited.
No thanks.
I can't wait to see a live action Disney. You know what else I'm looking forward to? Barry Jenkins presents Mufasa, a Lion King 2 story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We finally get to see how Scar got his scar.
I can't wait. I actually am so fucking excited. I can't wait because I whenever I'm watching the original Lion King, which I would say is probably bi-weekly, maybe monthly.
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
how the fuck did he get that scar?
what happened to that guy
Yeah.
to make him like that? Why is he like that? You know, because nature, nurture. We don't know. We don't know the answers.
Yeah.
We watched this movie to try to find out. We don't know. But I believe something has to really happen. Something bad has to happen to somebody to get them like that.
To make him hang out with hyenas.
To make them like a true villain.
Yeah.
A real like Nazi coded villain, especially in that one scene, like Dieter here.
He
something happened to him.
Similar,
Somebody hurt him.
Similar to the Tony Montana iteration of Scarface, he got the scar from eating pussy.
Yes. Scar got the scar from being too enthusiastic about eating lion pussy.
Yeah.
He got the scratch from the claw, right? It can happen. Yeah. This is great. This is good. We're turning more into Cumtown every day.
Oh, we wish.
I mean, only for the money.
Yeah.
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 Oh.
No.
All right.
Now, Matt and Shane's secret podcast is the goal.
What's that?
That's Shane Gillis's podcast.
Oh, okay.
They make like $300,000 a month.
Okay, let's dial up the racism 10%.
Okay.
No, sorry. It's going to have to be 60%. That's the dial going. Okay, say something provocative, Alex.
I think the lions, because we saw the trailer before Alien Romulus. I think they slightly toned down the photorealism because they acknowledged it looks so creepy. Was that kind of salacious to say?
We're going to have to bleep that out. I can't believe you said that. Yeah, I can't believe you said that.
It's kind of fucked up, right?
That is kind of fucked up.
It's kind of like some Tom Six-esque thing to say.
That's a real Tom Six, like disgusting European man thing to say. Yeah.
They should call him Tom 666 because I think he must have been in league with the devil to come up with something this fucked up.
Well said,
this
Alex.
Is really fucked up.
Yeah, I agree.
This is dark shit.
What was he smoking when he came up with this?
Crack.
And instead of the normal thing you say, which is, and where can I get some?
Right.
I want to find out so I can never go buy it.
I want to call the police on that supplier.
I'm going to snitch. I will snitch on whatever he was smoking because I don't want any of that. That is fucked up. He comes up with some nasty stuff in there. You ever see a Serbian film, Alex?
I haven't.
You saw a Romanian film out of protest. You were upset.
Growing up, I lived a Romanian film.
Yeah, I mean, but you haven't seen a Serbian film.
I have not. I know it's supposed to be really fucked up.
Yeah, I feel like this is all sort of around the same time, like late 2000s, early 2010s, right? Something around there. It's so funny because like the provocation in these movies is very surface level.
Are you talking about Serbian film right now?
I'm talking about this and Serbian film and other films like that. We were noticing some very, very light political allegory of some kind in this movie a little bit. Like, the doctor is definitely giving like Nazi experimentation vibes.
Mengele vibe. He's giving Mengele.
He's giving Mengele. Yeah, which is definitely not what you want to be giving.
No. And then the first person in the centipede is Japanese, and at one point the doctor calls him a kamikaze piece of shit or something.
Yeah,
and then the other
Japanese guy calls him a Nazi, and the other two are Americans. So I don't know. You connect the dots.
Yeah, literally.
Just great thoughts, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh God.
He didn't get back to me, by the way, but maybe someday. Yeah. So.
But you were saying something about this kind of era and this movement of these provocative films.
And then one of the funny things in the Serbian tour, like Super Serbian Film Press Tour, was the director's like, this is a political film, you know.
Right.
This is a political film about like modern day Serbia, you know.
Okay.
And I think part of why that is a successful thing to say is that a lot of Western critics don't know anything about Serbia,
Sure.
including myself. So you can be like, oh, okay, sure,
Yeah.
maybe it is. The political allegories in these movies are so thin that you can just say that and you can say whatever you want about the movie to whatever rationalize or justify some of the more disgusting elements of it and have it read like it's half true, or there's some sort of thought beneath the surface. The actual like horrors of the film are extremely surface level.
Sure,
Like a human centipede. When you hear about it, it's what if a crazy doctor stitched 3 people together ass to mouth to make a human centipede with like one digestive tract? That's what it is. There's not really anything else going on. He tells you he's going to do it, he does it, and then it happens, and that's it.
Yes.
And then in the Serbian film is a better film than this.
Interesting.
A Serbian film, now it's been a long time, but for the most part, again, the shocks are very much like, wouldn't it be fucked up if we did this most fucked up thing?
Yeah.
And then you see it, and that's it, and it doesn't really signify anything else, even though the director maybe wants to think that it does, or apply something to that to make it have some sort of interesting subtext.
It's all about the dissolution of Yugoslavia.
Well, apparently it is. But maybe we just need to see it again.
Yeah. I think of something like Sallow, which is so like the politics of that film, as horrific as what we see on screen is. It's so like intrinsic to it. It's like literally what the movie's about. It's an adaptation of something by the Marquis de Sade to be more expressly political, you know? And then I think this kind of like, I'm sure it's kind of been kicking around for a long time, but this very like vague associations to deeper themes or political themes maybe started kind of, rearing its head with something like Hostel, which I'm a fan of, but it was like very, like...
Well, no, but I mean, films have always had... I know what you mean in a more modern context.
In the modern, like extreme horror context.
Sure.
Because you're like, oh, it's Americans being like killed abroad. They're more expensive. Like at one point, he gives his torture like pause by speaking German. But it's all these just like very like vague, non-committal like things you can put into your movie, and it's like political.
When what an actually successful like subversive horror film has and is filled with subtext is something more like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like we talked about a while back, which does not necessarily have a line here or there referencing one specific thing or another.
No.
It really is subtext that you have to apply by reading the film within the context of when it was made and how it was made and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And that's in a lot of ways what some of the problem is with like modern horror, which has to be more explicit about what it is trying to get at so that the audience doesn't miss what it might be about.
Yeah.
I don't know why I started on this thread talking about fucking Human Centipede. All I'm saying is some of those things that seemed like attempts to give the movie some more weight or some sort of subtext or something, I think actively made it worse. Do you know what I mean? A little bit.
I know what you mean.
But then again, there's not very much of that, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Yeah.
It's just kind of, it's silly that it's there, and obviously we've been hanging out, so we watched it together, and it gave us both a laugh. Yeah. But it's not something like to take seriously and be like, oh, of course, the political subtext of Human Centipede.
Well, and I think this is maybe the one reason I bring it up is from what I understand, this develops more in the other movies.
I can't wait.
Because as we know, one of the taglines for this movie was 100% medically accurate.
Right.
The tagline for the second film Human Centipede 2 full sequence, this is first sequence, right?
Yeah.
Is 100% medically inaccurate.
Whoa.
And the tagline for the third film
Here we
is
go.
100% politically incorrect.
We're coming for you,
with Bill
snowflakes.
Maher. Yeah. That's
Bill
so
Maher's
funny.
the head of this centipede, and he loves it. He's like, I hope you guys are ready to eat my new rule. You have to eat my shit.
New rule, you have to eat my shit. Okay, quick little thing here. Speaking of the tagline, how this was sold as 100% medically accurate, it got me thinking, and watching the film, got me thinking a little bit. Is that true? Is it merely a claim?
No.
For marketing purposes?
Tom Six wouldn't lie to us.
Would Tom Six lie to us?
No.
I don't really, I don't know much about him, but he directed 3 Human Centipede movies, and
He's a stand-up guy.
He seems like a good guy. So I wanted to consult past and future guest of the show,
Yep.
Dr. Matthew Nicholson,
Let's do it.
a medical doctor who sent a very brief note here, and I just asked him literally, is this medically accurate and possible?
Let's hear it.
Hey, Ben and Alex. Thanks for having me on the podcast again. Here to talk about human centipede. Now, human centipede is not a common medical condition. Your average tertiary care emergency department is really only going to see 2 or 3 cases per year. And understandably, the medical literature is pretty sparse when it comes to experimental Mengelian and or cynophilic procedures. That's only part of the reason why the centipede is standard viewing in surgical training programs across the country. Other fun facts, the human centipede represents the only regular collaboration between ENT, ear, nose, and throat doctors, and colorectal surgeons. And the standard removal and reversal procedures separate the centipede is known as the Turnbull. Coming specifically to the claim that the human centipede is 100% medically accurate, any medical professional would have to come to the conclusion that this movie is literally unwatchable. I won't be listening to any episode you make about these movies. I will not be watching these movies, and you really should not either. If you have to watch these movies, try to have a healthy snack, like carrots, and perpetuate the World War II era myth that carrots improve eyesight in order to disguise our radar technology from the Germans. This does not constitute medical advice. Thanks again for having me, and may God have mercy on your souls.
Interesting that he kind of got political there too.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this movie is a deeper
it is,
well than
yeah.
I thought. Well, so thank you, Matt, for providing some insight into that. So I guess it is. I guess not only is it medically accurate, but
It happens.
It happens. He did go out of his way to mention it's rare, but it does happen, and there are processes for removal, the Turnbull method.
Yes.
Which is good. I'm happy to hear that. We'll get to it, but the end of the film does kind of have a bit of a cliffhanger. Not so much a cliffhanger, maybe just a question mark.
I read it as a happy ending.
I know, and well, let's talk about it.
Sure.
What's this movie about, Alex? I think we all know.
Yeah. This movie is a tightly wound political thriller involving espionage during World War II.
Yeah. Yes.
No, this movie is a mad scientist movie where Dieter Laser, which is an excellent name.
Yes. He changed his name. You know what his original name is? Dieter Mengele.
No.
But it is, and he thought, you know what? It's a little on the nose for this movie. So.
Lasers are pretty cool.
Yeah. Everybody likes lasers.
Perhaps I'll change it to lasers. So Dieter Laser plays a mad scientist who's actually a world-renowned surgeon in separating Siamese twins, but he's gone completely mad in retirement. The moral of the story is retirement is bad, and he wants to do the opposite and create a combined organism that shares a digestive tract, but not really, because they all just have their own digestive tracts. They all just have their own stomachs and are just digesting the food in one and then shitting into the next person.
Right, but it's a single line. Right?
No, it upsets me.
It's ass to mouth. It's a single line.
He should have removed their stomachs and made it all like colon.
That's too complicated, isn't it?
I don't care.
I mean, he's obviously a genius.
Look, this movie was very clearly influenced by Kevin Smith's Tusk, one of the most influential films of all time.
So influential that Tusk came out after this film.
Yeah. But yeah, he kidnaps a bunch of people throughout the film to try to make this human centipede, and then he does. And as we were watching, I kind of called it. I was like, I think the movie's going to come to a grinding halt once he actually makes the centipede, because where can they go? And it kind of does, and then the movie just kind of ends.
Yeah, yeah. If you're wondering, does he sew people ass to mouth together to create the human centipede? Yes. And then when he does, that's pretty much what happens.
Yes.
That's, you know, it's like, okay.
There's some scenes of him being like, you know, kind of cruel to the centipede, trying to teach it to like fetch and stuff like that. And then some policemen show up. They go, he acts really guilty around them. Yeah. They go away. He gets into like a little fight with his human centipede, where the front head dies. The police come back. They all die. The back end dies from sepsis, and the woman in the middle is kind of left to suffer alone. But I was saying, I think the police are going to come looking for these other police officers, and they're going to find her, and they're going to perform
happy ending.
They're going to perform a Turnbull.
Yeah.
Happy ending. They're
going to perform a Turnbull operation, separate the ass from the mouth.
Did you?
And then the other ass from the other mouth. Yeah.
Did you like anything about this movie?
Well, I'll tell you what. I like that it exists.
Yeah.
When this movie came out, I don't know why I didn't watch it, because I generally am attracted to these sorts of like big dumb gimmick horror movies, you know, or these sort of like endurance test, gross out fest kind of things, right? Like Serbian Film, you know, I was like very keen on watching that, and I watched it and I was like, okay, whatever. I don't know why I didn't ever watch it.
Because it's not like we're above watching shit-eating movies. Like,
oh my God, no. Of course not.
Speaking of Sallow, you know, that's a shit-eating movie.
Yeah,
and that's a
Like,
masterpiece.
yeah, that's the good shit-eating movie. Yeah,
yeah, possibly the best.
I would say easily the best. Yeah,
that, Pink Flamingos.
Yeah, Pink Flamingos
Jackass
is good.
number 2.
Jackass number 2. That's right. I forgot about that. I mean, those are 3 amazing movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, listen, there's the things that I liked about this movie are the exact same things I liked before I had seen it,
right.
which is the idea that it exists, that someone made it, that it was successful enough to spawn 2 sequels and make money, and that's it. And a lot of the times I'm very happy for something like that to be out there, but I don't necessarily need to see it. In this case, it's not like I don't need to see it because it's so gross and I'll be so disturbed by it.
It's really not that graphic.
It's really not. The idea is gross, definitely, and so on. But I just find a lot of the time these sort of provocative, whatever, extreme movies to be really boring, because it feels like empty provocation. I guess that's sort of also what I was tying into a little bit with like, what is the movie about? Like, what is underneath the surface? And when there's nothing, like, that's okay. It doesn't have to be about anything other than ass to mouth, right? But you know, like you say, right? When they get together, they're worming around. It's kind of like, okay, like that's really the end of the movie. The rest of it's all very predictable. It's honestly pretty boring.
Yeah.
You know, there's an escape attempt.
Yeah.
They injure the guy catches up, the guy gets killed, the cops get killed, like the one lady is. Now that is kind of a funny last joke to leave it on, where the guy in front decides to kill himself.
Yeah.
And the girl in the back dies of some sort of sepsis or infection or something.
Yeah.
And the girl in the middle is just like stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
Get a screenshot of her and just put like Mondays. Am I right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. When the frickin' bus is late. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Yeah, that's all it is, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's stupid. Like,
it
you
is.
know, and you know what was funny too is like when they first are on the road, these stupid American tourists, and they run into they have a flat tire, and this German guy in a car comes up. And they're like asking him for help, and they don't understand German, but he's saying to them like,
"I will fuck you."
He's saying like, "I'm going to fuck you." Yeah, like I'm a dirty German boy, and I'm going to eat your shit and fuck it. Yeah, and they're like, known. What is he saying? What is he saying? You know. Yeah. And Tom Six is a German guy, I imagine. That'd be weird if he wasn't.
Is he?
And yeah, sure.
I think I read he was Dutch.
Oh, Dutch, German, it's all good, man. No matter what, he's a European guy obsessed with shit, and I you know, and in a way is my brother. I think that's funny. But
he's Dutch.
Okay, interesting. You know, this is not the type of shit movie I would make, right?
No, and you have your shit movie ideas.
I do. And I just feel like yeah, shit is gross, right? But it could be funny. And I don't think shit is very funny in this movie. I don't think the movie is very funny at all. There's little bits and pieces
laughs
here of like, yeah, and Dieter Laser, right? Is like
he's funny.
He has some funny line deliveries,
Well, he's one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Yeah, he really is.
Was like this actor. I don't know anything else he's been in or if he has a career outside of this, but he is just such a severe, creepy looking German man.
Yeah.
And he has some good line readings, and before he constructs the centipede, we were watching this kind of like escape sequence, and I turned to you and I said, like, I actually kind of like this because like the like production design, like the house is just really like cold and sterile, and it just feels like the weird house of a German like ex-surgeon or something. And at one point she finds this like pool room that's just like, it's like creepy and like underground. Like, who would ever want to go swimming in this like underground like pool room? And then one of the like, tense showdown moments is him like making the pool cover come on the it was just like, I don't know, it just felt very off kilter and strange for like a horror movie escape attempt, that I kind of appreciated it. Like, what I appreciated about this movie was like, I guess I'd call it any kind of like off kilter weirdness, like that just cold German aesthetic to like Dieter Laser or The House and stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree. I think anything that works about the movie is kind of to do with him. He's funny. He has a very interesting look.
Yeah.
He's funny in a semi-intentional, semi-unintentional way.
Yeah. He's the mad German scientist.
Exactly.
Like, you can't help but kind of laugh.
Yeah.
And then he kidnaps the Japanese person, and the Japanese person's like writhing around in the bed, trying to get out of his constraints. And he said something that we also found really funny. He was like I forget what the line was.
Oh, I wrote it down. Yeah. Yeah, when he first gets kidnapped, like we had subtitles on for that part. I don't know which lines we're supposed to understand or not. That's the thing when you go to legalmoviedownloads.ca. The subtitles are usually user generated.
Yeah.
But he, other than calling him a crazy Nazi, he also says this twice. The Japanese possess incredible strength when backed into a corner. He's screaming it. The Japanese possess incredible strength when backed into a corner. And you know what? That turns out to be true.
Yeah.
Because he does kind of lead the assassination attempt on Dr. Mengele. I'm just looking at Dieter Laser's life here. So he's dead. He passed away.
Dieter Laser's died
in 2020. Yeah.
R.I.P. Dieter Laser.
He had a long career as an actor in Germany.
Oh, amazing.
Maybe the most notable film in the West is The Lost Honor of Katharina Blum. Or Bloom.
Oh, the
which is a Volker
Fassbender movie.
No, it's a Volker Schlondorf movie.
Oh.
Yeah, one of my favorite director names. You remember I was saying Ruben Mamoulian is one of my favorite?
Yeah. Volker
Schlondorf is another one.
Monica Iconica.
Monica Iconica, yeah. She Volker on my Schlondorf. I could probably get 5 likes and a retweet off of that from Twitter.
Go for it.
She Volker on my Schlondorf. Someone's already said that. Oh, and oh god, I haven't seen any names. Marguerite von Trotta is another filmmaker, new German cinema filmmaker. I'm interested in getting into, and he's got like a main role in that. So that I'd like to. I'm sure I'll see that at some point. And
he's also apparently in the third Human Centipede.
He is, yeah, as a different character.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. These movies get meta, I believe, as well.
Oh my god, and Eric Roberts is in the third Human Centipede.
No fucking way. No fucking way.
Oh
Let's
my
go.
God.
Is this the first Eric Roberts movie we've done on the show? Will it be? I think so.
Yeah, maybe.
He hasn't shown up in anything else. He's in other franchises, like he's in The Dark Knight.
Right.
Of course, we'll be doing all 300 Batman movies eventually.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, yeah, Dieter Laser's kind of funny. The production design is kind of like cold and detached and creepy. There's actually a really funny bit. Like, the movie kind of starts and you see Dieter Laser, like, surveying people he might kidnap. and he's just got a photo of his like 3 Rottweiler dog centipede he created.
Asked him out.
And he's just like fingering the photo.
Yeah.
And then like there's multiple times where we see him kind of like, ruminating around the grave of like mein Lieber like 300.
Yeah.
Like it's very like he loved this
He loves
three-hound Rottweiler he made.
He loves the centipede dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. But
there's some humor. It's just not particularly. It's just not very funny to make up for all the stuff that I think is a drag. It was just a drag. Maybe I'm just not in the right mood. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to be brave and bold.
Yes.
And I'm going to say it's the human centipede parentheses first sequence is not a good.
That's very brave of you.
That's brave.
I'm going to be more brave and say it wasn't nearly as bad as I was expecting. And I don't mean that in terms of like graphic grossness, which it also wasn't as graphically gross as I thought, but it is just kind of a mad scientist makes a monster movie kind of thing.
Yeah. And
I do think like the big problem is once he makes the centipede, like there's nowhere for it to go. Like the centipede can't even really move all that well. Because I was saying earlier, like at one point he kidnaps.
Just standing there. It's just sorry.
He kidnaps a trucker,
right? And
the trucker doesn't have the right tissue to match for the ass to mouth operation.
What does that exactly mean? I guess.
So he kills the trucker.
No, I know, but I should ask Matt. Anyway, go ahead.
Of not having the right tissue. Yeah, I have no clue. Like, you just mean like skin color? Like,
I don't know.
But he kills the trucker with like he gives him an embolism. And I was like, oh, that's kind of like creepy. He's just like, leaning over this guy and like injecting his IV with air so he gets like a blood clot and dies or whatever, however that works. And, he's Dieter Laser. He's a menacing mad scientist. But once he makes the human centipede, it's just, he doesn't have much more menace to do.
Make no mistake. He's Dieter Laser.
He is Dieter Laser.
Yeah.
he is Dieter Laser. Dieter Laser Quest. Let's go to Dieter Laser Quest.
I would like to play that. Yeah.
I'm going to get you.
Yeah, he has funny German voice, but it could be funnier.
It's very deep, his voice.
Yeah, it's very deep. It's more like this.
Yeah.
It's more like, you bitch, eat that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like, what is eat in German? We should know that.
Esse.
Esse?
Esse.
Esse de Scheiße. Yeah.
I know that because of the South Park movie.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Now that's a good movie. Yeah, he is funny German guy, and it would be funnier maybe if he had a few more monologues about being German, or perhaps about his fascination with Scheiße.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, well, you were saying it ends with him making the human centipede, because then where would it go? But it was actually human centipede's kind of the midpoint.
Yeah.
I don't think
emphasis on mid. Just kidding.
I think you can make like an effective mad scientist monster movie with this concept that is, gross and will shock some people.
Yeah.
But
I guess.
I think its shortcomings came in the craft of it and in the plot.
Yeah, of course.
Like, because the movie, he makes the human centipede, and it's like, isn't it crazy that he made this, as opposed to like, oh, that was an interesting plot beat? Because you can't really have plot beats because the human centipede can't do anything. It just lies around. Yeah,
it really doesn't do much.
Yeah, it can't.
Yeah. After he makes it, I'm like, okay, what is he going to do with it?
Yeah.
Right? Like, is he gonna go like invade Poland or something?
That would be awesome. That would be more interesting. Like, he puts on like a little spiky like Baron helmet and then rides the centipede like into Poland.
Yeah.
No, he like tries to.
This is how we will make the Fourth Reich.
It's Dieter Laser on a human centipede.
He's riding it. Yeah, he's on the middle one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
He's got like a riding crop. Faster.
Maybe that's what
we've got to get to Krakow by nightfall.
It could be what the second one's about.
Maybe
we don't know.
But yeah, he like teaches. He's trying to teach it to fetch his newspaper, and it's like, That's what you're gonna do with your human centipede, bro?
Yeah, like his dog, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, great.
Like,
Yeah. But then I guess on another level, it is sort of funny that like once he makes it, like they're so weak and so they're so frail
Sick,
that they
and
can't really do anything.
No.
Like that's a bit of a funny joke. I just wish there was more about that, you know.
yeah. Or like you said, like maybe if that happened more towards the end, you know,
Yeah.
and maybe more of the buildup was the procuring of the
Yeah, that could have been
victims,
better,
or
right?
I don't know, because we spend a bit of time with the two girls, and their acting before they get captured is like pretty brutal, and it's not so much their
Yeah.
acting, like the script as well. Like I was kind of making fun of it because they kept being like, please, you need to let us call the emergency car service. Like, do you know where we can find the emergency car service? And I was like, nobody talks like that. But you correctly pointed out, you know, it's written by someone who English isn't their first language. So honestly, kudos to Tom Six for just writing a script in English. But it feels like kind of clunky dialogue, and it's not delivered particularly super duper well.
No, it's not. It's not. They're pretty anonymous. You know, I mean, this is the Dieter Laser show.
It is the Dieter Laser
That's
show.
another thing I'd like to go to.
Yeah.
They don't do a lot of laser shows anymore. I guess it's like not interesting.
I don't know if I've ever been to a laser. Like, where would you go to see a laser show? Like a planetarium?
Yeah, like a planetarium. No, there's not a lot of planetariums these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
The Science Center.
once screens took over, we're too busy looking at our phones.
You said it, dude.
Yeah, right?
These things are making us human centipedes.
It's like a black mirror in it. when the phone's down and you look and you see your
You see my
reflection. Oasis tickets on the phone.
250 quid per ticket.
Doo-dah, doo-dah. You do what you're told to. Yeah, I don't fucking know, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what though? Like we did it, and that's great, and we shat it, we shit it,
Yeah,
we did
yeah.
it, we shit it, and now we're gonna eat it, and then we're gonna shit it into
Each
the
other's
next person's
mouths.
mouth.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Your
yeah.
ears,
Yeah.
from Alex's ass to my mouth to your ears.
Oh, baby.
That's the tagline.
That's the franchisee.
That's the franchisee's promise.
Centipede. I did like the other tagline of the movie.
Yes.
Their flesh is his fantasy.
Yes, that makes it sound like it's more of a twisted kind of 80s German Fantasia.
Yes, that could have
film.
been more fun too.
Yeah, if it was a little bit more
Leaned into that.
had a little bit more energy to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite
Disco.
low energy.
Yeah, what if it was more disco? You know?
I've got to get back to Stuttgart in time to see Kraftwerk.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
mein Dunkampf.
you were saying too, like the reason nobody gets into the Berghain, right, is that when you get in there,
yeah.
it's just a big human centipede walking around.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, because they're looking. You know,
they're trying to get to a club.
You're waiting in line. You're dressed all in black. You're trying to look cool. You're trying to smoke a
Yeah.
cigarette. You're trying to look like I'm a cool guy. Let me in. I'm cool.
I don't care if I get in.
I don't care if I get in. That's not what they're looking for. That's the trick.
yeah.
You think they're trying to judge you that you're cool enough to get in. They're checking your tissue, baby.
Yeah.
They're like giving you the look up and down. Like, is he gonna? They're doing the height measurements. They're looking at your mouth. They're seeing how many teeth you have because they have to pull out all the teeth to attach you to the ass. You know.
Yeah.
That's what's happening
That's
in
what's
there.
in the Berghain. But there is like pummeling techno music playing as well.
Oh yeah, of course.
But
Yeah.
there is also just a one long centipede.
Yeah, it's kind of like a conga line. It's kind of like a cool conga line.
German conga line.
Yeah. The original German title is conga line. Yeah, we are doing a German conga line.
Conga,
you know.
conga, conga. Yeah, I'm curious to see the next two. I think it'll be fun.
So am I. From what I hear, they really are different.
Yeah.
They're not just the same thing again, which is good.
Mm-hmm. I hear the second one's really meta, which we're big fans of.
Yeah, we love that. We love meta.
It's like the show about the human centipede.
Yes. Yeah, it is. It would be really fun. I mean, basically, what Cave does in, I know we're never going to talk about it again after this. What Cave does in higher education too is pretty much Human Centipede.
Students
Forcing them ass to mouth to each other, but with like their words, and
Yeah.
their feelings. Alex, I brought you a special treat.
Yeah.
It's from this place next to your house. It's like a Vietnamese bakery. And they have these little like lava buns here.
They look great.
This one I got for us to eat during Human Centipede.
What flavor is it?
It's poo flavor.
Oh, it is brown. Here, let me
No, I'm just kidding, Alex. It's chocolate. Have a piece.
Let me get in on this. Well,
Yeah.
This is the food review portion.
We're doing
of
a
the
food
show.
review on Human Centipede. Don't worry, it's just chocolate. He took a bite. Oh my god, you guys, he fucking took a bite.
Wait a minute.
Alex, you fucking idiot.
Wait a minute.
Chocolate. That's doo-doo, baby. You fool. How could you trust me? That's filled with my own shit. You idiot. Oh, he ate it up in 3 bites. Was it good?
No, your shit it tastes a lot like pudding.
Do you think I could eat it in 1 bite?
Yeah. I'm watching you do it. You did it.
Pretty good.
So you baked your shit into that pastry really well.
Yeah, they have a pretty cool thing where you can go in and you can make your own bun, right? And they should just provide whatever filling you want. So I gave them a stool sample, and they put it into the pudding cake. And now you're eating it. Now you're eating it, you fucking piece of shit.
Wow.
You fucking cow.
You really pulled a Rizzler on me. You said
Yeah.
something
Who got rizzled?
about- I guess me.
I'm the Rizzler. Here's the Costco shit review. Double chunk chocolate shit. I give it 5 rizzles. That's what he does.
God damn.
Yeah.
I love that the Rizzler has become but this is going to be like out in October. The Rizzler might not even be relevant
The
anymore.
Rizzler might be dead.
He lives fast and hard.
Yeah, we're saying, we live in Toronto. We have city miles on us.
Yeah.
But the Rizzler lives on the internet. the Rizzler's aging rapidly.
Yeah, they might be onto like a new crazy internet kid.
He'll have aged out. Yeah.
Yeah.
When the Rizzler ages out, they take him around back and put him down.
Yeah, old Yeller his ass.
Yeah.
Spray his brains
Yeah.
on the barn
He's doing
wall.
the chin thing, and they're like,
Pop him in the back.
don't do that to me, kid.
Yeah.
Turn around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Joe Pesci and Goodfellas.
they're going to be all about Sigma Boy. That's the next.
Who's Sigma Boy?
I don't know. He's next up though, Sigma Boy.
Yeah. Oh, of course, Baby Gronk released a diss track on the Rizzler.
Baby Gronk dissed the Rizzler?
Yeah. Yeah.
What does Turkish Quandale Dingle have to say about this?
Who the hell is that? I can't keep up.
Turkish Quandale Dingle was at the TikTok.
Who is that?
was
What
at-
do you mean Turkish Quandale what? What's Quandale? What does that mean? Is that his name?
It's a guy who was at the TikTok Riz party. And
What? Don't tell me these things like I know what they should be.
And they call him Turkish Quandale Dingle.
Maybe the kids are going to be all right. You know what I mean?
Well, at least like Tom Six has stopped making movies. So maybe they've got a fighting chance. Because that guy was... I'm surprised this movie wasn't produced by Twisted Pictures, to be honest. Remember our friends at Twisted Pictures?
I do.
The production company run by Barack and Michelle Obama.
Yeah, content creators. My favorite makers, yeah.
What about A Human Centipede?
Yeah.
I really believe that could be a hit.
Oh, I have to shit. Into not Michelle. Michelle's not going to get involved in that. She's above that. Obama, of course, not above anything, as we know.
How many segments in a 3-person Human Centipede would you give this movie out of 3?
Well, good. Well said. 1.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for that person. 'Cause
Sorry,
they're-
were you saying me too? Like you were giving it 2 out of 3?
No, I'm also giving it a 1.
Oh, TOO.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we each give it 1 out of 3.
Yeah.
Which equals 2 out of 3.
I think mine. I think mine's.
So when you said me too, that's what you're saying.
I think mine was a more sympathetic one. Sympathetic's not the right word.
Sympathetic. Empathetic.
No,
Because you know what it's like to suck shit.
This movie made me want to eat ass.
Yeah, rock and roll. Deadpool. I love to eat ass after Morena Baccarin has eaten chimichangas.
Who?
She's Deadpool's wife in Deadpool 1 and 2.
Okay. I would love to be sewed my mouth to Anya Taylor-Joy's ass.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah.
I'm bleeping that out. No, I'm not. I'm leaving it in.
Yeah,
So you
no.
can get canceled.
This movie brought out the freak in me. Brought that freak out.
Yeah. Okay.
Bring on the next one.
Bring it on.
the
Yeah,
next
who
one.
cares? I don't know. We're doing this. It's
Happy Halloween.
Happy
Ooh.
Halloween. Yeah, one thing I gotta warn you guys: when you're trick or treating, and you get a candy bar that looks like it's been opened, and maybe you open it up and listen. A lot of candy bars are indistinguishable from shit logs.
Okay, yeah.
Be careful, because there's a lot of Dieter Lasers and a lot of Tom Sixes out there, and even worse, a lot of Rizzlers who are going to try to force you to eat their own shit.
Oh my God! For Halloween, let's go as Big Justice, AJ Bufumo, and the Rizzler.
The two of us?
We need one other person to be one of them.
Well, maybe we could make a paper mache Riddler, Rizzler. I don't know what
That's
his name
really
is.
funny.
Yeah, he could be a little
Like
puppet.
a really shitty paper mache.
We'll make a little puppet. Yeah,
he just
because
constantly
you have
making
to be the
face.
dad and I have to be the kid
I'll
because
be
you're
AJ
taller than me.
Bufumo, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm Tubby.
And I'll get a chocolate chunk, double chunk chocolate cookie,
Yeah.
and you can get a chicken bake.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, there,
Yeah,
settled.
I'll carry around a whole raw chicken, maybe a live chicken, and then we can snap its neck. Remember how the Germans showed me?
Like the,
Yeah,
the French.
So fucking cool. Oh yeah, the French. Whatever. It's all the same to me.
How do you tell if a piece of candy is poo?
You got to eat it, baby.
Okay,
There's only one
so
way.
you
There's
still,
only
you
one
still have
way.
to eat it.
You
You're
gotta
like,
go.
just be careful. It might be poo, but the only
Yeah.
way to check is to eat it.
There's only one way to. Can't go over it. Gotta go through it. You know, remember that game? You got to
No.
eat it. You got to eat the shit.
Yeah.
Mmm.
Let's try to get Tom Six on the pod.
Yeah. Do you think so?
Why not?
If we can't get Tom 6, we could at least, the very least, get Tom
Tom
7.
5.
Oh, stupid. Stupid. We're bye. Goodbye, everybody.
Der kleine Sohn, aha. Der kleine Sohn, aha. Der kleine Sohn. Der kleine Sohn. Die Lippen so, mein Schatz. Die Lippen so, mein Schatz.